I'm Dorothy, and I am here at my kitchen table with my t-shirt business in a bag. My t-shirt business in a bag has everything in it that you will need to get a t-shirt business up and running. Now today I am going to be talking specifically about the heat press machine. First of all, what is a heat press machine? A heat press machine is basically what it says it is. It is a machine when exerted by heat and pressure will allow you to affix a design onto your t-shirt. Now the next question is, why would you use a heat press machine versus a screen printing machine? Well, just looking at the two, looking at this machine suggests that this machine is a very complicated machine to use. And looking at this machine suggests that this is a very non-complicated machine to use. With the screen printing, for every color that you have in your design, you're going to need to use a screen. Each one of these are a screen. So for instance, if you have blue in your design, you're going to have to use a screen for blue, a screen for red, a screen for yellow, a screen for black. You're going to have to use a different screen for each color that you use, and you're going to have to bring all of these colors together to design one print. So you're going to have to bring all of these colors together to create that one design, and eventually it's going to be applied onto the applied onto the paper in order to make the print by heat. But you're going to have to go through a lot of different processes to get there. And not only that, but you're going to have to deal with the paints, the different color, all of the colors that you're going to have to keep in your inventory, the chemicals that you're going to have to mix in order to run the machine. And it's just a whole lot of different processes and steps that you're going to have to go through. And it's probably going to take you a while just to figure out how to use the machine itself. And a machine like this is very, very expensive, in the upwards of thousands of dollars, and that's just for the machine. That doesn't include your paint, your chemicals, and all the other supplies that you're going to need to keep this machine running. Versus this heat press machine is very simple to use. It's a one-step process, and you're going to get the same results by using this machine that you're going to get by using this machine, but you're not going to have to go through all the different steps and the different process in order to get there. So eventually your end results is going to be the same. It's going to be a heat transfer or a screen printed design that you can use using this method, or you can use using the heat press machine. It's a no-brainer. I mean, just looking at it, this is simple, this is complicated, this is expensive, this is not expensive. Now, your heat press machines, they do come in different models, and the prices varies from low to average to high in terms of cost. But when you're just starting out with your t-shirt business and you want to start your business on a shoestring, you don't want to spend a lot of money on a heat press machine. And I know you might hear something a little different on the internet or when you're doing your research or whatever. But a t-shirt is essentially a piece of iron that, when it's heated and pressure is exerted onto the print, it's going to cause your print to be printed onto your t-shirt. And that's the objective with all of your print medium. But screen printing is complicated and probably very difficult to use until you become familiar with it. And then you have embroidery, which is quite different from what we're doing here, even from screen printing. But embroidery deals basically with your different threads, your different colors of thread, and it's like a big old sewing machine that you're also going to have to learn how to use, and you're also going to have to deal with all of the different supplies like the threads. But the difference in embroidery is that the design is usually much smaller, and you're going to be using the designs primarily for your golf shirts and your sports shirts for, you know, like company logos and things like that. And there is a lot of money in screen printing, and I'm going to talk about that in another video about how you can get into that if you want to. But you can have somebody else do your work, and you can still make a lot of money, and you never have to go out and purchase the equipment. But like I said, I'm going to teach you how to do that, and that would be considered an add-on to your t-shirt business. That will be a service that you can offer in addition to your t-shirts. But right now, I think you want to focus on trying to get your t-shirt business up and running and trying to familiarize yourself with the business before you try to branch off into something else. But by far, if you're just starting out in your business and you don't have a lot of money to spend, this business, t-shirts using a heat press machine, is by far going to be your best choice in terms of economics and in terms of simplicity. You can't really lose with this machine. And I compare a heat press machine, the different models and the different costs in terms of your heat press machine with a car. You know, when you're starting out, you don't just go out and buy a luxury car, but you move up to the luxury car. When you start making a lot of money and you want to go out and buy a nice car, then you do it. But when you're just starting out and you get your first job, you don't go out and buy a luxury car. The same thing with the heat press machine. Now, if you have a lot of money, then by gosh, I mean, get whatever you want to get, whatever makes you feel good. But if you don't have a lot of money and you're starting out on a shoestring budget, don't spend a lot of money on heat press machine. They're only designed to get you from point A to point B. Just like a car, with a luxury car, you're going to feel a little better getting to where you're going. You're going to look a little better getting there. But when it's all said and done, you're going to get from point A to point B. Same thing with the t-shirt, a heat press machine. And with whichever one that you decide to use, your results are pretty much going to be the same. I'm going to show you right quick how easy this is. And basically, you're just going to put your t-shirt on the base of the heat press machine, and you're going to apply a little pressure to get the moisture out and to heat it up a little bit to make sure that the design sticks on. Now we're just going to place it face down. I don't want to put it the wrong way. So here we go. We're going to face it down onto the t-shirt, and we want to make sure that it's even on both sides, because you don't want the t-shirt the print to be crooked on the t-shirt. So make sure you pay attention to that. And we're going to set it, the temperature to 385, and we're going to let it set for 15 seconds. We're going to apply the heat for 15 seconds, and when 15 seconds is up, you're going to hear the little beeper goes off. And we're waiting. paper. Well, let's see what we have here. Voila. Beautiful. You can't get any simpler than this. It is so simple. So why would you want to use this when all you're going to get is this, and you can use this? Get my point? Thank you for watching. Next time I'm going to be talking about heat transfer designs. So if you want to watch my video and hear what I have to say, then leave your name and your email address, and when the video comes available, I will email you and email you a link where you can see my video. So in the meantime, I'm Dorothy, and I thank you so much for watching. Oops.